What's up, people? Manoj here, coming to you with a video. This time I wanted to talk to you about a topic that many of my friends that are in EU, Australia, other parts of the world, they want to know more about it because India is now taking center stage and the farm bill is now coming to surface at an international level. So to help you understand this and to also inform you about the India Farm Bill and its long-term consequences, I feel it's only fitting that I make a video to showcase this topic and to provide you details that will help you better understand the gravity of the situation and the impact that this bill can potentially have. I do want to preface this conversation with the statement Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, which stands for salute the farmers, salute the troops. We support our farmers and we support our troops. This holds true in US and it equally holds true in the world largest democracy, which is India. During this video, we will go over the changes that are being proposed by the bills, the potential, and I use air quotes, the potential positives of this bill, the negatives that are in this bill, the impact on New Delhi, which is the capital of India, and the potential solutions. Because we can complain about the problem all we want. If we don't provide solutions, it is not beneficial to anyone. Following are the three changes that are being proposed in this bill. The first is the Essential Commodities Bill. Essential Commodity Bill removes the regulation, protection, storage, distribution of movement of 23 farm commodities that are currently being produced by our farmers. The second is the Farmer Produce Trade and Commerce Bill. This may be a positive of this bill, or the only positive of this bill, as it's allowing the farmers to sell the produce at their place of choice, and it's giving power to the farmers to deal directly with the companies and entities in other states, so they are not bound by the state geographical jurisdiction. It definitely comes into play when the farmer has to go many kilometers or many miles away to sell the commodity when they can just go across the border into another state and sell. This bill removes that geo blocking that is currently in place. While this does open up the country as a potential market, this bill completely guts and removes Agriculture Produce Market Committee, or APMC, completely and replaces that with the electronic trade option, which does promote e-commerce in the agriculture sector. To be honest, that is already taking place to some degree. To remove an essential committee that has some safeguards, I don't think it's the best. But we will go over the pros and cons a little bit later on. Finally, the third part of the bill is Farmer Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services Bill. This bill revokes the government oversight and allows the farmers to deal directly with the massive retail cooperation, and also removes the most essential safety net that was being provided in form of the minimal support price structure that is currently in place. This bill guts it, removes it, takes it out. While this bill on surface does seem negative, there are some potential positives, using air quotes, available in this bill. These changes are in theory good for the farmers and will help the economy. The first is more choices. The government feel that the farmers will have more choices to sell their produce to anyone, which they do have right now, oddly enough. However, the bill removes the state line restrictions that are in play at this moment. This is a positive. It allows, as I was stating before, it allows the farmers to go to other states to sell their commodities and makes it a singular market for the entire country versus segregated markets that are dictated by local governments. The second is less government intervention. It's a double-sided sword in this one, because on one side it does take away the authority that was in hands of the APMC, which is the Agriculture Produce Market Committee, and gives the control back to farmer. However, it does remove the regulatory protections that this committee provided to the farmers by helping them buy the produce that they were making at a set price and dictating the pricing that were available. And this is the pink elephant that the government is trying to sell and shove down people's throat. They are claiming or stating that there will be faster payments to the farmers, because at this moment, unfortunately, there is a tremendous delay that does take place with the farmers. While the government is saying that the farmers will get paid by private entities in 3 to 4 days, there There is no regulatory backbone to this bill. There is no law that will protect the farmers. And you expect a farmer that is working in the field 7 days a week from dusk till dawn to go against the big corporations? Come on, give me a break. That moves on right to the negatives that this bill has. The biggest negative of this bill is by removing the minimum support price structure, this opens the farmers to the highest bidder rule. The farmer will be now open to the highest bidder rule, and companies that are big, the big farms and the big corporations, they will dictate and monopolize the pricing. Do we really want that? Do we really want to remove the protection that is there to our farmers? This is a really bad thing. Honestly, the safety net for our farmers is being stripped and taken away. I can't believe this is even being proposed. Second, it removes the government protection. The government is there for the people, by the people, and by removing that protection to the population of the country that is more than 50% reliance on the farmers, why is the government even there then? They were the only one that was providing protection to the voices of the farmers. They don't have lawyers, they don't have big banks, they don't have corporations, they only have the government to back them up. That protection is being removed. Additionally, not too many people are talking about it, but you are in the process of gutting the committees that are established. You're in the process of taking out the big mandis that are in place. What is going to happen to the displaced workers that are there? Do you plan to have them start working in the railroad? Do you plan to have them start working for the private organization? There is no set rule in place at this moment to deal with the massive unemployment that this bill is going to bring, especially during the pandemic. Can we afford more people not to work? Really? Additionally, the government is saying, oh yeah, we're going to open up the entire marketplace and provide people access and provide farmers the access to the entire nation. Have you seen the infrastructure system? Have you seen the conditions of the roads that are in place right now? Do you expect the farmer to go on those broken roads? By the time the farmer is going to get to the main mandi, those fruits and vegetables are going to be destroyed. Without a proper infrastructure, this is not going to work. The other question that people are asking, why is New Delhi such an important thing? What's the importance of Delhi? Why are they barricading Delhi? Well, Delhi is in the focal point of the news cycle at this moment, and it's in the focal point of this protest because New Delhi is the capital of India and the central government is housed over there. That's the one that's passing the rules. And the other question that is being asked quite often, what are the states more impacted? Well, the most impacted states that do have a major monopoly with the Agriculture Produce Market Committee, or APMC, at this moment are three states. One is Punjab, the second is Haryana, and Madhya Pradesh. Oddly enough, central government is passing this rule and regulation. They are right next to the two states that are impacted the most. Those states are the bread and grain basket of India. They are the ones that are going to be impacted the most. They are extremely patriotic, extremely hardworking people, and they were selected to get the axe. That's why they are in the process of surrounding Delhi. As a matter of fact, there is a bandh or a major protest that's going to be coming in the next few days. You'll hear about it in the news. Now, enough about the downsides, enough about the positive and the negative. What about a solution? I have studied the market system that is in Europe, Australia, and also in India. And this thing does hit home pretty hard, and I'm extremely passionate about it because I know people that are farmers that rely on this, and I want them to get the protection that they need. Number one, I truly feel that the protection that is there right now to the 23 commodities needs to be expanded, as this will promote the farmers not only to grow those 23 essential crops, but by expanding that protection that is available and provided by the government with the current laws, it will also promote the farmers to grow other crops, and it's going to encourage people to grow regional crops that are profitable, that will be profitable, and it will result in the monoculture from not taking place, and it's going to promote the biodiversity that is lacking in the market these days. The second thing is that I'm actually really surprised that India has not already thought of setting regional minimum support pricing system. At this moment, we do have regional minimum support pricing system, but they are all over the place. They are centrally controlled. You cannot expect a farmer that is producing wheat in a moist climate with better water services such as in Haryana or Himachal to compete with a farmer that is in the state of Gujarat that has issues with getting water. Indian government really needs to look at the climate zone map and establish minimum support pricing system based on the climate map, based on the transportation system, based on the current infrastructure that is there, and customize it to the country. Just don't make it a one solution fits all. It doesn't happen. Even if you buy underwear, that comes in multiple sizes. You cannot expect the same pricing system to be applied to the people that are working 7 days a week from dusk to dawn. That doesn't work. Wake up. Additionally, I'm also proposing that there needs to be a maximum commission percentage that needs to be put into place. That way, if the farmers are dealing with third party resellers, people that are speaking for them or buying produce from them, they have a set commission that they will get. That set commission is available when you're selling a house, when you're selling a piece of land. Why is it any different for selling crops? Why can't that be put into place that if a farmer is selling a crop, the minimum percent commission is going to be established and they're going to be getting the right share rather than the middleman taking most of the money? That should not happen. Additionally, I'm also proposing that there needs to be a kickback rule that needs to be established by the government. Essentially, establish a retail price difference rule that allows the government to dictate the retail price based on the market conditions and allow the farmer to get a small percentage kickback. Hypothetically speaking, if I am a farmer selling a ton of grain for 100 rupees, but the same grain is being sold for 1600 rupees, I should be able to get a little bit of kickback from the 1600 rupees, and the middleman should not be holding on to the profit. Additionally, providing preservation and canning solutions. Many farmers, including a good friend of mine, Punjabi Tracker, who does grow and sell adus from Uttarakhand, they are being impacted by this. They are producing high quality, really amazing produce that are undervalued, that are not being given a fair market value for the quality of stuff that they're selling. Not only that, because of the type of items that they're producing do have a short lifespan. By the time it goes from the farm to the retailer to the market, it's spoiled. This is a small section that the government does need to step up. They need to set local co-ops working with the panchayats in the area. The government needs to provide preservation solutions and canning solutions that the farmers can either A, sell their fresh produce or have access to infrastructure where they can sell perishable goods that are not right now covered by the 23 commodity protection that is also being gutted away. Additionally, while the central government is working on a dedicated freight corridor to connect multiple places of India to major ports, the thing that they are not doing, unfortunately, is they are not connecting those major ports to the rural areas. The infrastructure where the farmers are actually living and producing this food is just not there. That needs to happen. We need to make sure that we have better distribution system, better transportation system in place prior to implementing an open market system for the entire country. This is a very controversial bill. I have never made a video like this, but I had to say something because this is very painful to watch. I know people that are personally being impacted by this. The way forward that I feel is going to work best for the country is for the politician not to get bought out by the special interest and the big corporation, but to keep the interests of the people in mind. People are angry, they are frustrated. Do not test them. Work with the people and get this taken care of. Thank you so much for watching. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Hind, and I hope to see you guys and girls in the next video. Take care, people. Bye.